Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel. Now then, on today's video we are going to be doing a bit of a teardown on our brand new WPL C84. Now I normally do a little bit of a teardown in the review videos, but in this case I thought I'd split it into two because it would have made the first video far too long. So anyway, in today's video, because this thing is interesting and new enough, I think it deserves a bit of a teardown. So that's precisely what we're going to do today. We're going to take it to pieces and see what's new underneath. So basically you're going to start with the wheels and tyres, and then we're going to take the bodywork off, and that's going to allow us to have a look at the transmission and the electronics. Right, let's start with the wheels and tyres, and as far as I'm aware these are brand new from WPL. They've even got a little a WPL logo stamped in the rubber there. They are quite soft and squishy, and they do have a foam inside them. I mean, they're very scale looking and they suit the vehicle. They're absolutely bob on. So these are brand new as far as I'm aware. They're very reminiscent of the JJRC Jeep ones, but I don't think they're quite the same. But when they're on the truck, they do look super scale easy. They're nice. Because it's a new WPL, it comes with the new type of axles, the one with the metal hexes on the end. There'll be all metal gears inside. On the previous axles, these ends used to be plastic, and eventually they would start spinning on the shaft. So I suppose they've had to do that because of the new sort of 370 motor they're putting in everything. It's a bit more powerful, a bit more torque, and if they didn't have the metal hexes on, those plastic axles probably wouldn't last 5 minutes. It's a similar sort of story on the front, apart from, I don't know if you can see there on the camera, they've included a metal T-piece on the end which drives a little plastic cup, but those used to be plastic as well, and eventually they'd sort of spin also. Suspension wise, it looks like a very similar setup to the other Suzuki Jimny that they do, with these new sort of metal springs and shackles. Something I've noticed that's worth a mention, this plastic cover is actually removable, and if you remove the 4 screws, it does give you access to the board underneath without you having to sort of furk around trying to get the body off. Also, it gives you access to the 3-wire steering servo at the front there, which is a nice touch. We still get the same sort of plastic drive shafts from the axles to the motor. These don't last very long, to be honest, and it's probably the first thing you'll upgrade. But most people just stick a set of metal ones on. Well, that's the body off. Super easy. I think there's just 6 screws basically that hold it onto the chassis. You also have to go underneath the bonnet and undo the little on-off switch for the ESC receiver. So now we've got our chassis, and we can have a quick look at what's underneath. So I personally think this is a brand new chassis specifically for this model. We've got our steering servo right at the front there. We've got our ESC and receiver in this lovely little tray actually, which I must admit will probably stop a bit of ingress of water and dirt and stuff by the looks of things. It's not going to be waterproof, but at least it will, by the looks of it, stop a little bit from coming in. We've got our 370 motor there, which drives our contra-rotating gearbox. Really nice unit these are. There is a little plastic cover there, and I'm wondering if that's for a future 2-speed or something eventually is going to be fitted there. But this chassis does look brand new and unique to the C84. Right, now that everything's off, here's our little 3-wire steering servo. It's pretty standard, that is nowadays on WPLs. We've got our new 370 motor and gearbox. This is an absolute peach. These things are, they're great. Plenty of power. You almost don't need to upgrade the motors on WPLs anymore. We've got the latest board, the KN WPL BC01R. This has got full light functionality, so if you wanted to, well, pretty sure it has, if you wanted to add indicators, reversing lights, etc., I'm pretty sure WPL do actually do a lighting kit now. And obviously we've got their new transmitter to boot as well. So lots of new things going on with this C84, new chassis and everything, and WPL have obviously put a lot of effort into this new RC, and it shows. They do listen to their customers, and they do constantly improve their products. I've got no qualms about recommending their products to anyone. This is a really nice little cheap RC. As ever, there will be a link in the description to where you can go and get the C84 from. It's only a short one, this, but if you enjoyed the video and you found it of some use and interest, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you're feeling that way inclined, hit that subscribe button for more similar future content. Once again, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again very soon.